launches the careers of the East Side beauties. Careful of the blue eyes, there's no lifeguard on duty. Your bucket full of passion, your sense of fashion. Why aren't you on GQ? With perfect hair and a voice that speaks to my soul. A sure stroke, a slight fade, oh, it's in the hole. Give me all TP, fill my heart with glee. Into the man cave you invite us, even though you have conjunctivitis. I watch all DP, even Sports Jeopardy. Give me great host for 1,000. Send these guys back where you found them. Give me all TP. The box score starts right now.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined by the Danettes in Milford, Connecticut. They're back. Oh, joy. Hey, Fritzy, how was your vacation, buddy?
I had a really nice vacation. Went to Arizona for 4 or 5 days, saw some sporting events.
4 or 5?
I think 5. And went to some sporting
events. But don't you think
events,
that's fascinating that you don't know how many days you went on vacation? Because that's what's stuck in my mind the entire day. And see, you know this.
Well, it depends if you count it as like, you know, sometimes it's like 4 nights and 5 days. Or you're not.
But why wouldn't you just pick one? Because I'm fascinated by your vagueness.
Oh.
Like, you would think that if anyone would know how many days you've been on vacation, you would think that...
I'm pretty anal about that stuff.
Right.
I left on Saturday and came back Thursday, so I guess it would be 5 nights.
You guess, or...?
That would be 5 nights. I stayed 5 nights.
So how was it, though? How were the 5 nights?
It was great. We went to a Coyotes-Ducks game, a Suns-Clippers game, a Diamondbacks-Dogs game.
I have another question, and I'm being serious about this one because I'm fascinated. I think your wife, Jen, is really funny, beautiful woman, intelligent. She has a cool job. She's a teacher. Does she want to go on sports vacations?
It's funny that you mentioned that. She, we wanted.
Can you answer it?
Yeah, she wanted to go to Arizona because she missed
beautiful
out.
Weather.
She missed out on Super Bowl week. She was working. The kids were in school, and the weather was supposed to be like mid-80s and sunny.
Did she say she wanted to see a Suns game?
Basketball is actually, I think, her favorite sport to watch. She would have been fine going to one of those 3, either the basketball game probably or the baseball game. My daughter could have easily missed all 3 of those. She could have just stayed at the hotel.
But don't worry about that.
Or they could have gone shopping. But I said, this is what me and Jordan want to do, and you know, sometimes you got to suck it up. And then
did you consider just having you and Jordan do it?
We did, but I thought it'd be nice if we can go as a family because there'll be plenty of time to sit by the pool.
Even though they don't want to go there.
Lindsay was willing to go to at least 1. Jordan was, and my wife was willing to go to 1 or 2. 3 was kind of pushing it because we landed like 3:30 in the afternoon, and the hockey game was at 6 o'clock local time.
Shoot a rush.
So we got our bags, we went to the rental car place, and then we literally went straight to the game. We probably could have passed on the Ducks-Coyotes game and just the baseball and basketball. But I think we're there, and if we can catch all 3, how cool would it be to do hockey, basketball, and baseball over a 5-day period?
Sorry, Brock.
But they could have easily gone to a mall or taken a nap at the hotel and not have to sit through 3 sporting events over 5 days.
Yeah.
God bless them. They
and the towel on the bed. Hey, McLovin, what was your top moment from your vacay?
Just spending a lot of time with my family, my 2 daughters, my wife. Just good times, just being a dad. That's what it's all about for me, Brock.
Yeah, well, we thought maybe it was you updating your new salt and pepper coif because it was the talk all over school today.
McLovin, is that a stylist helping you with your hair? You look good.
I have a new gel product that we can discuss afterwards.
People are saying that he looks like, it's like a Beyonce video where there's a fan blowing at his hair at all times, which it's windswept and up. So this fan is not on, Dan, but his hair looks like it is.
If it was paused.
It doesn't matter. It would Andrew hasn't talked about what the product is he's putting in his hair. And so we're asking if it's the same product that she had in her hair doing something about Mary.
Actually, I said it was gel versus paste.
A lot of questions out there, Dan.
Fake laugh.
I don't think that's a fake laugh.
Like I said, there was a lot of questions out there. We're just trying to cover a story. That's all we're trying to do objectively. Dan was the first one to bring up your hair.
Yeah. No. It's, I appreciate it. I like the Jay Cutler comments.
Yeah, it's a compliment.
I appreciate there was a lot of compliments.
Mostly compliments.
Yeah, and I thought it was all compliments. Well, I'll take it. It's all compliments. I'm gonna go with all compliments.
I don't think there's anything negative.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember anything even remotely negative about it.
I'm gonna block out any negative stuff. Go with all
you look very nice today, McLovin. Seton, is McLovin's hair one of the most analyzed Danette features in the man cave?
Oh boy. Well, we spend some time on it. Yeah. That's for sure. Well, although not really, because it has the potential to turn uncomfortable very quickly. I think Fritzy, he takes up the top 10 in most analyzed things.
Somewhere
and everything after that,
yeah,
it might be somewhere in like the 15 range.
Yeah, but among my neuroses and trips to the bathroom and everything, you just all the other quirks and little musical sports sound that come
If
out
we
of
took
my
all
mouth.
the Fritzy stuff and just put it into one category, then Andrew's hair would probably be number 2.
McLovin, after you purposely lost your wedding ring, did you go out after that and take the new look for a test drive?
Oh, I don't have. Wait, when you got goods like this, you don't have to take it out for the test drive. The test drive comes to you.
There you go.
Of course it does. Well, the talk soon shifted from man's fashions to the president's. Seton, which Danette do you think looks the most presidential?
Oh, boy. Andrew? No.
I'm the tallest.
Yeah, you're the tallest.
I kind of look a little Lincoln-esque.
It's either Andrew or Paul, for sure.
There was a guy I was...
Paul's got... Don't take this the wrong way. You're a little more of a vice presidential look to you. I think you two could be the ticket. I think Andrew's the president. You're VP, though, definitely. You got that winning campaign smile and
See, I thought I had more of the possibility of a good jawline that you could respect. If I had a little more hair, a little more, strength, I think I'd be right there. But I look like the guy you put out in front, maybe.
You're certainly a candidate.
Right.
Okay, you might be running
See the sleeves
before the
rolled
two of you. Yeah, because you're going to go to Washington and shake things up and get down to business.
Man of the people.
Right.
Yeah, you're
right.
a congressman, definitely a congressman with presidential.
I just like
some of the old presidents, Zachary Taylor. I mean, I was a spitting image of those guys.
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
See, the 1800s presidents, they all looked like me.
Right.
That was before cameras, oddly enough.
Fritzy, what do you think here? Who looks the most presidential?
I was going to lean towards McLovin, but Paulie, he's gonna work the room and set everything up, and whatever foibles or things that aren't perfect about his running mate here, McLovin, Paulie will put that and squash that right away. He's got a way with people and working
like the worst attack ads in presidential history.
And he will. He's very competitive. He's very personal. He will find a way to make McLovin look his best.
Do you think that would have been?
Can you trust a guy who wears sweaters like this?
Do you think that would have been a good job for me, like a campaign manager? But my job is only to attack, not to promote the good of my guy.
Right. Find the dirt on everyone else.
I never thought about that as a career choice.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, post DP. Well, we also asked the big guy the same question. Here's what he said in a Box Score Classics. It's the boss's thoughts.
Oh, McLovin. McLovin looks down like Regal. The hair is big. And then you go back to JFK, great hair. Even Clinton, pretty good hair. George W. had good hair. At least I think he did. Or George Sr. Reagan had great hair. There you go. McLovin is a combo platter of Reagan, JFK hair. I don't know about any of the other attributes. He's tall, so that I think would help him. But yeah, I think McLovin. If we were running an election today, I'd vote for McLovin.
I think Dan genuinely liked my hairstyle this morning. The brush, especially early, it was really, the gel was still in there and it was really popping up. I think he was genuinely supportive, calling me JFK hair today. I literally should walk off for life.
I think one of the concerns about you is consistency with hair, because then tomorrow you'll wear a hat, no shower, matted forward.
Tuesday is hat day.
Right, I know. Tuesday and Friday usually are hat days for you.
Well, it's tough, yeah. But
Friday is no shower hat day. Tuesday you shower. Can't wake up the kids on a Friday.
Then you start making the press nervous at the White House. What does that mean that his hair looks like that today?
Right.
Is the things not going well with the nuclear arms thing with Iran, or what's happening?
Read too much into it.
All right, congratulations, McLovin, by the way, on your hair. You got everyone's vote, even the good folks on Twitter. Stay tuned. The vacation talk continues. We find out what the boss did on his vacation. You know who doesn't need a vacation? Yeah, that's right. The Ram 1500 Eco Diesel came into the office all week, caught up on emails, cleaned up at the office, put up some posters. Hey, even hauled some stuff around because it's got the most fuel-efficient half-ton truck on the road. Get more facts at ramtrucks.com. Guts, glory, Ram. Welcome back to the box score. You guys had a glorious week off, but the world of sports didn't stop spinning. Jordan Spieth, of course, won the green jacket, and Aaron Hernandez was convicted on, I think, all counts. Paulie, what's the biggest vacation you have ever, or what's the biggest story you have ever missed while on vacation?
Missed? Man, that's a tough one. I'd have to think back about that. Michael Vick a long time ago. I remember Dan was off a day, and I don't know if we were all off. We may have been all off. It happens sometimes. There'll be just a monster story, and it happens after a show, and it stinks. Again, I'll bring it back to like shows I listen to, like Howard Stern. When Joan Rivers died, he was off, and so it was like 4 or 5 days later he was back on the air, and you're like, I still want to hear what Howard has to say, and that's one tough thing with Dan, is that Dan sometimes goes, well, that story was 6 or 7 days ago. No one wants to hear it. No, people still want to hear your comment on it. So at some point today, he did talk a little about Spieth and Tiger and a little about Aaron Hernandez. He's not going to do 3 hours on Aaron Hernandez, unless there's an angle, but you still want to, if you're a fan of the Dan Patrick Show, you still want Dan's take on something, even if it's a few days old.
I think LeBron going back to Cleveland, I think we were on vacation. It was like the tail end. I remember seeing it like in a hotel bar, so I think we were off when that news broke that he was officially leaving Miami and going back to the Cavs.
Hey, McLovin, as far as you're concerned, is there a story big enough to bring you guys back from vacation?
Wow, that's a great question. I don't think so. Is there? Honestly, I can't think of, because we're going to be scheduled on the day after the Super Bowl, the day after the World Series. You know, we schedule in advance for the huge sporting events. I can't think of anything that could happen. I mean,
that's a good question. Brock, can you bring that question back in like half an hour? I got to think on that one.
We certainly can. Well, we'll go to this next clip. How about that? We all love a good vacation, but after hearing about DPs, I don't think there's any story that's going to bring them back to cut this experience short.
I went spearfishing. I just didn't. Yeah, they give you.
How deep's the water?
100 feet.
Oh, so you're like snorkeling and scuba diving with a spear?
You're snorkeling. I felt bad because, I'm getting seasick while these guys are diving down 100 feet and catching. They caught lobster with their bare hands. They're pulling up lobsters the size of a 4-year-old.
And you're going, I think I'm going to be sick. Yeah.
Meanwhile, they got like lobsters in both hands as they pull them up like this. They've shot, they spears in a fish. I mean,
you're playing on your phone on the boat trying to not get sick.
Yeah, I want to know where I can get Wi-Fi here, damn it.
Yeah, Dan, it's funny, the more that you talk about Dan spearfishing, it starts out so masculine and quickly unravels into, this guy's got absolutely no business being out there doing that. It's one of those things, too, that I think you could either look really awesome doing or really terrible.
Because it sounded like he was participating at first, and it turned out he was just kind of watching others doing it.
It sounded like
I think he was on a spearfishing expedition, watching others spearfish.
Some kind of observation.
He's not really great with, tools and things of that nature, although he is a fisherman. Or at least he went on a vacation once that he was fly fishing.
He's been amongst fishermen. Amongst.
By the way, now that you bring that up, those fly fishing stories,
Well, there's really one.
Yes, is it maybe?
British Columbia.
Was he fly fishing or hanging out with really good fly fishermen?
Did they have a pair of waders on standing in cold water doing this? Because I could do that right now, and I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, he doesn't strike you as the big outdoorsman. Spearfishing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Fritzy, you're looking pretty outdoorsy there in your plaid shirt. What's the most adventurous thing you've done on a vacation?
Most adventurous thing? Well, I know my wife wanted me to go on a helicopter tour, and I convinced her that we'll end up, crashing and falling through a volcano. So let's not do that. That was on our honeymoon, so that was unfortunate.
That's the one you didn't do.
That's the one I didn't do. The one I did do, I actually tried fishing once when I was a kid, on vacation with family, and as soon as the
You mean like a bobber fishing?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
I was
adventurous.
literally in. I wasn't even in a boat. I was like at the edge of the sand and I tried to do it. My father was with me, and as soon as I felt something tugging, I panicked and I threw the whole thing into the water. Fishing rod, all of it. I just threw it and started running the other way and freaked out. And my dad was trying to explain to me that means you got something, reel it in, and it just the whole feel of something biting at the line that was like living in the water. That's like, forget that. I'm done with that. I'm gonna go shoot hoops in the park.
On the edge.
Oh, very adventurous. You're a regular Quint there. All right, coming up, it's time to dust off the battle armor. Time for a battle royal. Welcome back to Box Score. You guys had a week off to rest, recuperate, and recharge your Dennett batteries. There were a ton of stories over the weekend, so we went and selected the very best. It's time to dust off the battle armor. It's time to go to war, gentlemen.
Mark headline, Battle Royale.
It is the tag team edition where it is the team of Patrick O'Connor and Fritzy versus McLovin, Polly, Pap, something like that. All right, this is our first headline. Derek Rose makes his first playoff start with the Bulls since 2012. Team Fritzy Connor, defending champions. You're up.
No Bull, he's first rate in Second City.
Boom, first rate, Second
like
City.
that.
Take that, other team.
Take that other team.
Crowd ready to go on that. Team McPauley.
Every rose has its thorn, and every Bulls fan is glad to have its point guard back.
Rock and roll. Second headline. Tim Tebow agrees to a one-year deal with the Eagles. Team McPaul-Levin, what do you got?
Gatorade. How much quarterback help did the Eagles need? Gatorade.
Gatorade.
Yeah.
The aiding the team.
There's a question mark written here. I don't know if that was implied in his voice.
Gatorade?
Punctuation always makes it. Team Fritzy O'Connor.
Chip shows brotherly love, welcomes in Tebow.
Oh, man. That sucked.
Wow.
I liked it.
It's average.
Nice.
It's not great. I don't know if it's booing.
Brotherly love.
Today's third headline. LeBron
Giving Tebow
James
another
scores
chance to
20
resurrect his
and
career.
gets the win in his first playoff game back in Cleveland. Team Fritzy Connor, take it away.
Heir apparent, Cleveland no longer receding from the postseason.
Oh, that's jabbing.
Pretty good.
Sorry, Ken.
Pretty solid.
I felt like we could make that joke.
Yeah, we can. I'm fine with that.
Half you can.
Oh, you're making rogue games.
Oh my God!
with
You
the
want to hear
judge.
something really embarrassing? Quick sidebar.
Sidebar.
Quick sidebar on vacation. I got sunburned this year, right here where my hair is receding, and it was peeling, and I was like, wow, that was like. There's no sign like you're getting old, like getting like sunburned
One spot.
up in this area, and you're like,
You had a good run. You had a great run.
it's over.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's over.
Except when we get it up here.
Team McPaul-Levin.
Pretty painful.
Kai Revenge. Point guard helps LeBron beat his old nemesis, the Celtics. Kai Revenge. Wow, you want to move over?
I'm with you.
Nice to distance himself.
I feel like we're going round by round.
Yeah, all right.
Right
It's
there.
anyone's
Dead even battle right now.
battle royale. Fourth headline, 5 Royals ejected after benches cleared for third straight day versus A's Sunday. Team McPaul-Levin, give me something good.
Royals flushed. KC folds after brawl versus A's. Flushed, folds.
Yeah. Carden
Tells a story and it's accurate and clever.
Don't be afraid to clap.
Yeah, aces over eights. Team Fritzy Connor.
We've got how much you bench, more players lifted in KC.
Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights.
High right now.
Bench is clear. Yeah, we're right.
A lot of pressure on 5
We're
right
tied for last, both of us.
All right, one more fifth and final headline. Raptors GM Masai Ujiri fined $35,000 after expletive towards Wizard forward Paul Pierce's comments. Team Fritzy Connor, your closer, please.
Toronto. Whoa. Ujiri, more like you jerky.
You jerky.
You jerky. Jerky.
That's some applause.
I also had the word crafters in there.
Nice, nice.
Crackers is good.
Team McLovin, close us out.
Just give us a minute. We're debating who has the better one.
Yeah.
It appears Toretto's has
we have a statement. Yes. Neither of us know how to pronounce the name of the Raptors GM, even though you just said it. So we are going to fold on this one.
We're going to pass.
We're going to pass.
Whoa.
Okay.
We think we had a better headline by passing.
Well, out of disqualification, then, the mock headline tag team champions are, of course, Fritzy and Patrick Seaton O'Connor.
Oh, come on!
Our number 5 is better than any of theirs.
They didn't even use crafters. That was their ace in the hole.
Yeah. Crafters.
He just threw out crafters as the last second.
Boom! I'm just gonna leave this crafters right here.
Like the jury would not.
Deal with
the jury should not have heard crafters. I say it is stricken from the record.
On appeal, we got something.
Crafters should be stricken from the record.
Number 5, not offering up anything as a strategy.
Don't go away. Before the guys went away, we started a little Masters pool. We'll find out who the winner is. Oh, hey, speaking of winners, the box score is powered by a true winner. The Ram Heavy Duty, with its best-in-class towing, torque, and horsepower, it simply can't be beat. Guts, glory, Ram. We are closing up shop here on the box score. Guys, in case you missed it, Jordan Spieth got the green jacket down in Augusta. But before we went on vacation, we had a little Masters fantasy pool. Paulie, who do you think came in dead last?
If you're asking me, it's probably me.
Well,
actually, no, I'm going to check that. I'm going to go Seaton O'Connor because I think he took Ben Crenshaw.
Okay, well, according to my notes, it was you, Paul, perhaps, that came in dead last with a combined score of 2 over. Our winner, however, is the master of the rough, Todd Fritz, who came in at 18 under with a combo of Henrik Stenson and Justin Rose. Fritzy was followed by McLovin, Seaton, and then myself, and of course, Paulie bringing up the rear. What do you say, Fritzy? You ready to defend your title next time we have another golf pool?
Absolutely, especially after the way I performed over the entire NFL season, where I think I went from last place from week 1 all the way through the end of the season in the Super Bowl. So it was nice to win something. So looking forward to defending the golf title.
And if I had taken it more seriously, I probably would have won because I had Jordan Spieth and Ben Crenshaw. So I had very first and dead last, I think.
What did Ben shoot?
Not
it was like 18 over.
That was a wild pick.
Yeah, it was it was pretty awesome.
It's something like we would have shot.
Now, how's the math on that? Because Jordan Spieth was like 18 under, and Ben Crenshaw was 18 over. Wouldn't you have had like...
Well, I don't know that he was 18 over. I think
he was way over.
Master math.
Way over.
Seaton, where did you end up burning your face? I thought you were watching TV all break.
I did go outside and rake some leaves for 2 days, and that's where I got my little right here.
Not so much here.
Yeah, it was no joke. The only places that I got sunburn were right here on my nose and right here on my head, and the rest of my forehead, cheeks, nothing. Just right there, and they were both peeling, and it was really awkward.
Hey, McLovin, do you actually have a tan mark where your ring is supposed to be?
No, absolutely not.
Whoa, horrifying. There's a guy who was not a regular ring wearer. You know what I mean?
Do you have a...
no, I was. I'm not a regular sunburner.
That indent.
Yeah. You guys got one?
Stays there.
Oh, yeah, this is lodged. Look at my finger, man.
Yeah, but there's no tan line. I think you pull it off when you're at the Vegas poolside bars.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, Mr. Vegas Fritzy, who is on tomorrow?
We may hear from Zach Randolph of the Grizzlies, not confirmed. We may hear from Drew Brees. We may hear from neither.
So the answer would be?
So right now we don't have anybody joining us on the show Tuesday, but we have some people waiting to join us Wednesday in New York City. I will save that for tomorrow. But we are still pursuing guests for the Tuesday
Tune
edition.
into tomorrow's box score to find out who's on Wednesday's show.
That's probably better. We'll go one day at a time.
That is a tease, my friends. Thank you for all your hard work, gentlemen. We were back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern right here in the audience. Channel 239. The podcast is available on iTunes or at podcast1.com. Bye-bye.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!